Welcome to another JPS VIA iOS user tutorial. In this third episode of 6, we'll discuss the groups list. In our previous episode, we discussed how to establish PTT calls between individuals and how to establish an impromptu PTT group call of individuals, also known as an ad hoc group. In this episode, we'll go beyond the ad hoc group and discuss VIA groups in more detail. A VIA group consists of a combination of individual VIA users and radio channels or talk groups. These can be predefined groups as well as self-administered personal groups of users within an organization, team, or a crew. There are 9 VIA group types that are available in VIA, and in this episode we'll discuss 5 of those 9 VIA group types. Other specialized groups will be discussed in a later episode. As a review, in a previous VIA iOS user episode, we discussed how we could establish an ad hoc group of VIA users and radio gateways by selecting multiple users contained within our VIA contacts list. As you may recall, ad hoc groups are created from the contacts list, and those groups are only temporary. Once the PTT call is terminated, the ad hoc group no longer exists, and each individual contact must be selected to re-establish further ad hoc communications. Additionally, if there is no activity for 30 seconds, the ad hoc group will be terminated and subsequent communications will require one of the users to reselect each member from the contacts list to re-establish communications. Your VIA administrator will have the ability to create predefined groups whose members consist of VIA LTE and radio gateway users. These are called enterprise groups. There are 2 different types of enterprise groups. Open groups allow individuals with proper priority levels to search and then join or remove themselves from open groups at any time. An administrator, owner, or manager of the group can also add or remove VIA members at any time from the VIA admin web portal. Closed groups will not allow individuals, regardless of their priority level, to join closed predefined groups. The VIA administrator, owner, or manager of the closed group can add or remove VIA members at any time from the VIA admin portal. To establish a group PTT call, tap the Groups List icon at the top of the app, and then select and highlight one of the predefined enterprise groups as designated below the name of the group. Press and hold PTT button and then wait for the channel Permit to Talk tone prior to speaking. All active members within the group will be notified with a similar tone. Then you can begin your conversation. The sender and the recipients of the PTT call will be able to see the name of the group in the header of the in-call list view. If there's no PTT activity between the members of the group for 30 seconds, the PTT call will automatically terminate, and the in-call list view will also minimize. One can leave the group call by terminating their participation in the enterprise group by swiping Slide to End to the right. However, the enterprise group will remain active between the remaining members of the enterprise group. If for any reason you leave the enterprise group conversation, you can rejoin the group if the group is still active. The VIA function called Late Join, Rejoin, allows one to insert themselves back into the active group conversation if the group is still active. Group activity is defined by the green presence indicator next to the group name. To join an active group, simply highlight the group name and quickly tap the PTT button. By quickly tapping the PTT button, you will not initiate a transmission but will allow you to rejoin the group. The in-call list should appear with your username included as a member of the active group. There are 2 types of groups a VIA user can self-administer from their own device in the field. A personal group is created by one VIA user, and the communications can only be initiated by that user only. A member group is created by one VIA user as well, but all members within that group can initiate communications at any time. A personal group is owned and is visible only by the creator of the personal group. The personal group will not be visible in the other members groups list, thus other members of the personal group will not have the ability to delete themselves from the group. To create a personal group, tap the New Groups icon, that would be the dual silhouette with the plus sign. Enter a unique group name, and then highlight each of the VIA users that will be members of the personal group. Those members can be LTE users as well as radio gateways. Tap Personal Group Type, and then tap Done. To review the members of the group, tap the I at the right of the group name. Alternatively, a member group is owned by the creator of the group. However, members of the group can see the group within their own groups list. This means that all members of the group can initiate PTT calls and send messages. Additionally, users are also able to delete themselves from the group. And finally, just like individuals in the contacts list, the presence or state of the groups within the groups list are signified by designated indicators. Groups that are available but not supporting active communications will be designated by the gray indicator. Groups that are available and are currently supporting active communications will be green. Active group sessions are eligible for late join or rejoin. Remember, the group session will terminate after 30 seconds of inactivity. And finally, the red X signifies that you have previously blocked that group from sending you incoming PTT calls. Remember, at any time you can establish an outgoing PTT call with any blocked group. However, you will not be able to receive any new incoming PTT calls. When you block a group, you will not receive any audible PTT calls from that group. To block and unblock a group in your group's list, tap the I at the right of the group's name, and then tap Block Calls or Unblock Calls. Alternatively, from the groups list, swipe the group's name to the left, and then tap the user or silhouette to perform the same blocking functions. And again, remember, at any time, you can always initiate an outgoing PTT call with any blocked group within your list. So this completes another JPS VIA iOS user tutorial. If you would like to learn more about JPS VIA Push-to-Talk-over-Cellular application, give us a call or visit us at jpsinterop.com.